Understanding how to modify basic system options is essential to getting the correct results out of the software. Templates are the starting point for parts, assemblies, and drawings, and we're going to create our own templates to use in the rest of this course. To get started, let's go ahead and open up a new document. So click on New, and notice I've got three options. I got parts, assemblies, and drawings. And we can create templates for any one of those three, or all of them. But if you also look right below that under Advanced, and click on that, notice I also have a couple different places that I can find these templates at. A couple different tabs at the top I can click on for tutorial, and notice I only have a basic part, assembly, and drawing template to start with. When I first get started, I'm going to choose that part template and click OK, and that's the same one we've been using in all the other movies. So now we can modify this to anything we want and then save it out as a template, and the next time we get started, we'll have exactly that starting point for when we start building our model. The first few things we might want to be adjusting are maybe the units. So let's go up here to Options. Let's come over here to Document Properties, go over to Units, and take a look. I can change from millimeter to inches or any other combination between the two. I can adjust how many decimal points I can see in my part. When I'm happy with that, I can also go ahead and take a look at annotations, how things are going to look on the screen. I can look at the drafting standard I'm going to be using. I can modify balloons, datums, any of these things here, change the way angles are presented. I can change many different things as far as the detailing or setting up of these functions inside of SolidWorks. Under my system settings, I can make any of these changes. Once you're happy with those, go ahead, click on the bottom, click on OK, and now that's saved out. How about the background? I can take a look at the background here. By default, I've got the 3-point faded background turned on. I'm going to change this over to this rooftop background. Bring a little color in the back. It's okay. How about the planes? Maybe I use the top plane quite a bit. So I can click on that plane. I go ahead and show that plane so it's there. And maybe the origin. Maybe I want to show that origin as well. And if you don't see it there, just go ahead and click on it and then make sure you go under View and make sure you're showing origins. That's a good starting point. And then maybe we're using a lot of aluminum parts and we want to predefine the material before we get started on building the part. So I can click on Material. I can right click on it. I can say Edit Material. I'm going to jump down to aluminum alloys. In this case here, I'm going to choose 6061 T6. There it is. Go ahead and click on Apply. And if I want to, I can also come over here to Favorites. And if I'm going to use that one quite a bit, I can go ahead and add it to Favorites. Go ahead and click on Close. Now we have a part that's looking pretty good, and this is a starting point of where I'd like to start when I'm building other parts. Now I'm ready to save this out to the file system. So I'm going to go up to File, click on Save As. And by default, it's trying to save it as a regular part. We really don't want a regular part here. We want this to be a part template. So I'm going to click on the drop-down and choose Part Template. Notice I've got that part PRT DOT originally in there that we started from, but I want to actually save it out as a different template. So I'm going to call this one New Part. And that's going to be saved in SolidWorks 2013 templates, or you can update it to 2014 depending on which file you're using. A lot of times when you install a newest version of SolidWorks, it continues to use the older folder. So we have 2013 as well as 2014 installed this machine, and it's using the 2013 folder right now because we upgraded the software from that and it's not overriding. So either way you have it set up is not a big deal. When you're happy with it, go ahead and click OK, click on Save, and there it is. Now I can close this down, come back up to New, and notice there's my new part template right there. If I click on it, click on OK, it opens it up. Or if I want to, I can click on New, go back to the original template, open that up, and notice I don't have any of those changes. So you can have templates in all types of different shapes and sizes. You can have some for inches, some for metric, some with different backgrounds, different materials. In fact, you can even have the beginning stages of a part designed. Maybe you have a bracket you always use. You can actually design the bracket and save that out as a starting point for future designs. Also, if you have part templates you're going to want to save on a network share folder or a server so that everybody in your company can share the same templates, you might want to save those on a remote computer. And then point your SolidWorks version to go and look for that folder. To do so, go up here to Options, come over here to File Locations. Under Document Templates, go ahead and click on Add, find the path, and then click OK, and they'll add it to your list of search locations for those new templates, and it'll show up as a new tab on the top of that new document dialog box. Creating a template configured with all the options you want to use in a design will save you time and help you focus on the design versus constantly having to modify system options on a part-by-part basis. Create templates for all of your most common part types.